Morning friends, happy Friday. It's a bank holiday weekend in the UK, which means we get Monday off as well. So it's a 3-day weekend, the sun is shining, life is good. Apart from the cost of living crisis, exorbitant interest rates and the other stuff that we all know is happening in the UK. Get to the point, Martin. Kate was out and about working in Scotland yesterday, smashing a bottle of whiskey against a new military ship, literally launching it into the ocean. And I've got to say, I think she looks quite well turned out. But the press haven't been particularly kind to Kate because she literally fluffed the lines when launching the ship. Her elocution is really, really poor. Her intonation is poor, and it was very mumbly. She literally had to say, I named this ship X, God bless her and all that's sailing her, and she couldn't even get that right. I don't know what's going on with the lady, I really don't. Also, GB News reported that her and William was also in Scotland to do something else, and he was at this ceremony too. They travelled up there separately, despite their engagements starting at the same time. Seems like a bit of a CO2 issue, funding problem. Seems expensive to transport people separately, going to the same place for events that start at the same time. But what do we know? We're assured by the British media that everything is hunky-dory in the land of Kate and William's marriage. So I guess that must be true, right? Obviously. Comments are open. Have a brilliant Friday. Let me know what you think. Morning friends, happy Thursday, and before we get into this story about how brilliant Kate is because she can wear a hat twice, I know, she's changing mankind, right? I just wanted to say thank you so much for all the happy birthday messages yesterday. I can't reply to them all, it's literally impossible, and I can't see half of them because TikTok do something funny with my inbox, but I appreciate every single one of them. I had a super chill day, I caught up with some friends, I went to running club in the evening, snapshot from running club here. It was a lovely warm day in the UK. Brilliant. I really appreciate it. Get to the point, Martin. Why have the British digital media defaulted yet again to this sycophantic view of Kate where they have to praise her for wearing a hat? This is not Marie Curie. This isn't changing the world in any way whatsoever. And it makes me wonder whether the noise from people like us that want change in the UK, we want a head of state, we don't want a royal family, we want the funds diverted to do good. You know, we have millions of kids growing up in poverty, so that would be a good start. Are the press secretly helping the cause of vocal people like me and probably people like you who watch my channel? If this is all they can come up with to talk about Kate, and this is Kate's impact, that's helping our cause. That's all I'm going to say. Thank you again for the happy birthday messages. Comments are open as ever. Let me know what you think. Morning friends, happy Friday. How you doing? Well, we all know that Harry and Meghan did the old mic drop, boom, left the non-working British royal family 5 years ago. After 5 years, is Liz Jones finally coming through to the light side? Let's see. Liz Jones. Meghan spawned feverish speculation if she used a surrogate for the children or wore a fake bum twice. No, neither's correct. These cruel whispers have spread for years. It's time to address them. And of course, Liz Jones wants to address them because of the famous baby bump photos on the mood board in the kitchen, which literally broke the internet because they went round the world in a literal millisecond. I think times are changing, to get to the point, Martin, in 2025 and 2026, because I've read the article behind the paywall, and yes, it is a bit clickbait, and often behind the paywall, the factual content of these articles is low quality. Liz Jones is actually on the side of these two people. And yes, she'll probably flip tomorrow and say how Meghan made a gardener slash chef slash butler cry and there was a massive HR incident. But we will take good factual praise when we get it, especially from the gift that keeps on giving, which is the UK Daily Mail. Things may be looking up. Maybe 2025, 2026, people will see value, and the debate about the taxpayer-funded, non-working royal family will happen properly. As ever, guys, comments are open. Let me know what you think. And also, have a good day. Morning, friends. Happy Thursday. And if there's one article, there's many, but if there was one that summed up brilliantly the type of people that Meghan and Harry are, it's this one. Prince Harry gives significant sum to a city charity. The guy doesn't even live in the UK anymore, and he's still donating his hard-earned cash. And believe me, whatever you think of Meghan and Harry, you know they work very hard for their money. He's still donating his own money to a charity that resonates close to his heart. Princess Diana all the way through. And in comparison, we have the other side of the family, the billionaire units, the landowners, the people sitting on unlimited time, resources and money that literally go to charities empty-handed. The contrast between doing good, showing up doing good, and showing up when they want to and taking money could not be more real in 2025. And I absolutely urge you, if you're UK citizen and taxpayer, to write to your MP demanding change. We need a better system that addresses the social status of the UK in 2025 and diverts the money from where it is now, non-working royal family, to where it needs to be, children growing up in poverty. It's as simple as that. Have a brilliant day, guys. Comments are open. Let me know what you think.
What's my beef with Meghan Markle and H? Let me tell you, nothing right now, because we got to respond to this question. Okay, so this comes off the last two videos I made talking about Meg's photos, whether or not they're photoshopped or not. Now, for background, my husband's a professional photographer. He teaches lighting courses and knows a lot of stuff about a lot of stuff. So, went to the pro. And I'm giving his answers, not mine, and his answers are ones that I would not give, because so far, they're not photoshopped, in his professional opinion. Now, we're going to talk about Archie's birthday photo. Hold, please. Okay, so this is the photo everyone's talking about, and I had to take notes on this one. This one's a long one. So, right off the bat, my husband says the whiffs of the hair give it away that it's not photoshopped, because why wouldn't you photoshop that out? And he can also tell on the angle of the light. So a lot of people were saying like the shadows and the diamonds and the lattice were coming out squares on the ground. And then he said, yeah, that's because it depends where the angle of the sun is. And it's science stuff and I kind of tuned out, but there's a reason why now it's going to look like squares. And then he even showed me a demo. So I was like, oh, okay, make total sense. And then he said the halo on the top of the body, but not the rest of the body, below the railing, makes total sense with the shadowing. Okay. Again, the angle of the sun. And he said with everyone concentrating on the ground, what they're not concentrating on is the waves of the ocean. He said, if you look through the lattice, the waves of the ocean are consistent. If you were to Photoshop this photo, these waves would be all wonky and everything else. And he's like, no, right? And the lattice and the diamonds would be more sharper. And he could tell right away off the bat. He's like, no one's messed with this photo. He also said, if you were to Photoshop this photo, it would take like a gazillion years and no one in the right mind would want to do it. So there we are. That's just, like I said, a couple of the main points he gave me. We could be here all day. I've actually got my husband on here to like talk about it, but it would probably put you into a coma or something. But there it is. At the end of the day, not photoshopped, went to the pro. There it is. You know, it's Saturday, so they're going to do something silly where I can pick it apart. But today's not the day. So far, Meg's 3 for 3.
What I also loved about that now famous mood board is the fact that Harry and Meghan have traveled to so many countries discreetly, quietly, with no leaks. None whatsoever. No leaks by their inner circle, no leaks by the countries they visited, and no leaks by so-called royal experts or insiders. And it just goes to show that these royal experts or these so-called friends of or sources, they know as much about them as you and I. The only time we get to know what they're up to is when it's posted on social media, or when there's an announcement, or if they do a press release. So yeah, I am so happy for them. I am so happy that they can live their life on their own terms and release the information that they feel they want to release. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the true definition of privacy. My name's Elizabeth. I'm the author of The Luxpreneur. And please like, share, follow, and comment. So yesterday was Harry and Meghan's wedding anniversary, and everybody waited with bated breath to see what photo Meghan was going to release. And she gave us a collage, and the internet exploded. Why did they explode? Because in addition to the photos that we know about, she gave us images that we've never seen before, including one of her being heavily pregnant. And a certain sector of people, they had a massive meltdown. And they were even claiming, well, it's too dark, you can't really see if it's her, it's not her. So she literally put to rest all those terrible rumors about she didn't give birth to those children, she hasn't got a womb, she hasn't got this or that. You know what, guys? It doesn't matter. She is living her life. She has answered you and trolled you the best way she knows how. And even the song choice that accompanied the photo says it all. Harry will walk 500 miles for her, and he will walk 500 miles more. Know that and know peace. He's not coming back. Anyway, my name's Elizabeth. I'm the author of The Luxpreneur. And please like, share, comment, and follow me.
Do you remember your first fight? Because I sure do.
Oh, yeah.
Because when you grow up in the neighborhood, at some point, you got to fight somebody
Yes.
just to be able to stay outside.
There was a girl. Absolutely true.
You know?
And you had to stay outside because your mama put you outside.
Right.
So go outside till it get ready to get dark and then come back in because there's no space. And this girl, Bedina, I used to fight. I mean, she used to...
See there?
She used to fight me. She used to beat the crap out of me. And my brother, I remember I broke my thumb and I had a cast on, and he said, you got superpower. It's superpowers in that cast. And I went and hit Medina. I started a fight with her and just hit her.
Because sometimes you got to do that.
Right.
With the Medinas of the world, sometimes you got to go jack her
That's
up.
right. So I just
To make
walked
sure
up
you keep her thrown off, right?
That's right. But then
Mine was Dee Dee.
Dee Dee?
Yeah, I had to.
So why did Dee Dee want?
You
Just
know,
didn't
she was
like you for
always
no
messing
reason.
with me,
I know
right?
the
So it was
feeling.
one of those things, and I think I took her off guard because I just decided in my little soul, I'm gonna go beat Dee Dee up.
That's right.
So
That's
I
the
went
way to do it.
outside, and we were just playing jump rope, and then I was like, wah, 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 wah.
And see, you have the same story because you didn't even have a reason that day. You waiting for her to bully
She
you.
gave me reasons many of the days.
That's what I'm saying. So that day, you just catch him off guard. But I hit Bedina, knocked Bedina down,
Yes.
and then I said, oh, what did I do?
Then you felt
I
bad.
ran home. No, I ran home. I was like, Bedina is going to beat the crap out of me.
Hello, my people. Lady Rosie here. How y'all doing? All my new subscribers, you're welcome, and my returning subscribers, you all know I love you, guys. This traffic in Colorado, I'm not sure what's really going on. It's not even Friday. I'm telling you, this traffic is so bad out here. I don't know who drives around this time here. It's a 4 p.m. Man, somebody needs Jesus. So did y'all see the garden party at Buckingham Palace. Oh my goodness. So Mumbles popped up. Did y'all see how she dressed up? That girl looks like a flower pot. She looks terrible. And that face of hers. Girl, are you guys serious? Like, are you guys serious about that girl's age? Why she looks older than Carol Middleton? Is Carol Middleton the mother or she is the mother? Y'all be confusing the hell out of my brain sometimes. I saw Mumbles. Mumbles look like she be my mama easy. She looks like she be Her Royal Highness Duchess Sussex's mother too. Well, Miss Doria looks younger than Mumbles. Miss Doria looks way younger than that girl. What is it? What's going on? Well, it might be that treatment that she's receiving. That fake treatment that she's be getting. It could be one thing to do with that one. Because, baby, that face, you know, all those pictures y'all saw out here, they kind of like they photoshopped them. I was looking for the term. They photoshopped her face because I saw the real pictures down here. I just didn't want to show it to you guys because I don't really care about these people. But man, so their horses, them horses. Them horses' faces, oh my goodness, those two people, like both Pete and Repeat, they look bad. Both of them kind of inheriting that horse face from them mistress, my mother-in-law. It's a Pete's mother-in-law and Repeat's, it's a Repeat's mother-in-law, stepmother-in-law, and there is Pete's stepmother. They inherited that horse face from that lady. It's some twisted family out here. I tell you, these people are even kind of resembling their in-laws. Like, for Pete resembles his stepmother, and Repeat resembles her stepmother-in-law. That is twisted, one twisted family. These people look bad. I don't know what happened to that Queen Escort. I didn't even see her. What happened to her? What happened to Queen Escort with her husband? Oh man, you know when you sinning a lot, God ain't gonna give you peace. You sure gonna be looking a certain way. And did y'all guys pay attention to those people's picture? Both Pete and Repeat, they are not enjoying each other's company. Those people sure hate each other. You do not need to get any kind of psychology degree to kind of read people's behaviors from so far away. You do not want to become any body language expert to tell those two do not like each other. No, they don't. They just do not like each other. There's something that's happening. Well, the real thing, the real deal out here, the Royal Roaders is telling y'all guys about that divorce, and you guys are thinking that divorce is not final. I'ma tell you that divorce is final. Because if you're hosting a party, you gotta be happy. Everybody's gonna be smiley. Everybody's gonna be touchy and smiley with the kids and all those. But these two, there was not any kind of smile in them face. Nobody was enjoying to be there, both two of them. I saw the Edinburgh people kind of had a little bit of smile on them faces, but baby, did that bullion boy look like his Edinburgh uncle. They look like the uncle kind of also looks a little bit younger than Bullion. Yeah, the uncle looks younger than Bullion for some reason. Something wrong with that family. These people twisted. They are twisted. These cars are not even moving. Right now here, I'm like blocking the intersection.
In a quarter mile, turn right.
I was actually blocking the intersection around there because I tell y'all guys the traffic is just terrible. We're not even moving. You know, it's terrible. Yeah, this traffic, is somebody going to do something with it? What happened to those MAGA people? Make America great again. Can you guys stop this traffic and go back to those eras when they never used to be traffic? How y'all gonna do it? You gonna break the houses and build some other roads? What's going on? Somebody need to do something. Did y'all see what the Chinese people be doing? Maybe it's time to copy those Chinese peasants. That copying is good. You copy, you learn from people, you copy and do some good thing. Y'all need to copy something so y'all guys can stop this traffic, because this traffic ain't clicking. This thing is bad news out here. You know? Yeah, I just popped out real quick because I saw Pete and repeat. You know, I don't really like posting them faces. I don't even like putting those faces on my thumbnail, because I don't really think they even represent any kind of royals. They represent some kind of weakness of something that nobody really even want to associate with. The real royals moved to California. They live in Montecito. Her Royal Highness the Duchess of Sussex. She is a real royalty. I tell you, that girl, she's the definition of royalty. But you know what? She really came from the real royalty, from sub-Saharan Africa, where the real royals were born. That's where she came from. Ain't no fake royals. All those people clinging royal titles coming from our ancestors. Screw them all. Guys, I need to put this, turn all this thing off, because I tell you, these cars are not moving. I'm just going to drive and be quiet so I can focus a little bit, because I can't talk and follow these cars, because it's it's too much. Nothing is moving at all. We're just in one place. It's been like 12 minutes. We are just in one place. Nobody ain't moving. Yeah, I don't want y'all guys to watch this traffic. Is gonna give you anxiety, because it looks like everybody anxious around here. Guys, I'll talk to you later, okay? Bye for now.
Continue on I-25 south for 1.5 miles. mile, take exit 201 for Colorado 30 East. Take exit 201. In a quarter mile, use the left lane to turn left onto Colorado 30 East, East Hampton Avenue. At the light, use the left lane to turn left onto Colorado 30 East, East Hampton Avenue.